Hi, I'm Rick Gardner, and welcome to my blog, Apex Lazy Dog Blog. Today I'm here with Jim and Chloe, and we're going to be talking about Jim's adventure to adopt Chloe and some of the things that happened to him during that experience. So good morning, Jim. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And then this is Chloe. Jim, so how is it that you came to meet Chloe and the circumstances and things that happened?
Well, after applying to the school, which was Guide Dog Foundation in Long Island, New York, Smithtown, and their instructor came down and videoed me and gave me some test questions and certified me to be a candidate for a guide dog. They flew me up to New York, JFK, and picked me up there from school. The school sent a van out to pick us up. We had several students that were there at the airport, and we all rode in together, and they took us around by sighted guide to acquaint us with the school. The meals were supplied there. We had 28 days there, and the third day we got the dog, the harness, the leash, all the equipment. The first day, third day I got Coco, the yellow lab female, and after 2 days of training, it was determined that Coco was not walking swiftly enough to meet my gait. So on Monday they pulled Coco and I got Chloe. And Chloe and my first outing was the night travel, which was Monday night at 9 o'clock, Smithtown, and it was raining buckets, 36 degrees, cold and wet. And we started out on a 10-minute trip, 15-minute trip, and the sidewalk was cluttered with vehicles, rakes, hoes, rotors, anything for the dog to be distracted, to walk me around.
And that was set up that way on purpose.
Yeah, it was set that way on purpose. People in Smithtown are that much in favor of the school to help the dogs get better trained. If they can navigate those obstacles at night and up at Smithtown, they can pretty much be a good guide dog. But they have reached this point already. It's just, this is the first time that they haven't had a real blind student, because otherwise, before, the people training for her had been blindfolded. So this was our first outing, and came back, and it was Chloe or wait until they had another dog. The other choice was a male lab, and I wanted a female dog, so it was Chloe, and I'm glad I took Chloe. We finished the training, and they flew us back from JFK to Raleigh-Durham Airport, and Chloe and I have been together ever since, and she's worked out to be a very good dog. She is very focused on being a guide. She hunkers down when there's a break in the sidewalk or a crack in the sidewalk, and she is about 2 or 3 feet before we get there, and she just creeps up on it like she's going to attack it, but she stops right at it to let me know that there's something there for me to be aware of.
And you were telling me earlier that when you go somewhere with Chloe, like if she's in a car with you, she basically gets in the well right there.
Right,
and
gets well.
You said she gets small.
Yeah, she makes herself small when she gets in the foot well, and she actually gets closer to the console, and so there's room for me to put my feet as well as the harness, and we're all in the front passenger seat.
Okay. So Jim, what would you tell other people that come in contact with a person that has a seeing eye dog or an assist dog? What kind of advice or tips should you give them to feel more comfortable?
I would say, first of all, do not make contact with eye contact with the dog. Don't talk to the dog. Talk to the person with the dog first, and ask them permission to approach. And most of the time they want to pet the dog, and you should never let them pet the dog in harness because it takes away. When the dog is in harness, they know that they are about the business. When you take the harness off, their focus is to a lesser degree, and then you can put the dog in a sit-stay position to be petted that way, and that way it's more congenial to greet and meet the dog as well as the person that is using the dog. Because if you approach the dog while it's in harness, if she's focused on a passerby or somebody that's trying to play with the dog, then she's not working for me.
Right. Okay. And then, how old is Chloe?
Chloe will be 6 May 1st.
And you said she's not just a lab;
She's an English black lab.
English lab. And when you adopted her, how old was she?
She was 2. The day she turned 2 May 1st, 2010. Actually in class.
And if somebody is looking for a helper dog, you said the organization was what?
Guide Dog Foundation in Smithtown, New York.
Guide Dog Foundation, Smithtown, New York.
Yes, sir.
Well, Jim, thank you for being here on my blog, Apex Lazy Dog blog, and I'll post some more a link for the website for the can't even say it, Guide Dog Foundation in Smithtown, New York. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.